never said I
Good morning, guys. Good morning, guys. Hoping everybody's having a lovely start for the day. And let's see what we can get out of the markets today. Before we get started, guys, can you just check with me how my sound is going? And then we'll take it from there. Awesome, guys. Awesome, guys. Most of you can hear me properly. So we can get started. Let's take a look at what's happening. I've got this little piece of journal here where I jot down what we have and how it's going. And we'll take it from there. Old school journal, pen and paper. Okay. Let's start with yesterday's view. I see GA is already gone. So I don't know how far, but we'll just take a look. Firstly, I want to take a look at the Euro NZD. see what happened here. So this position was posted on, let's see, I think it was 2 days ago, and then was advised to close 150% at 123, and then eventually reached 126, and then broke down to 123. So this is something actually I need you guys to try and follow. It's a very simple strategy, and it's like I said, the point is to get you guys to be independent. Eventually I want you guys to be able to do this by yourselves and manage your trades by yourselves, and that's the best way or the perfect place to start. Okay, there we go. So there's a position that was posted on, the date here is the 16th of June. So if you guys might have recalled, we were still way below here when I posted this position, and then we went on an entry at the top here, covering only this level here. I hope you guys can see where I'm pointing at. And then so price eventually got to that level, as you can see here. Let me just use the 1 hour and then come back down. So when it was posted, price was around this zone. Okay, so price eventually did go back up, triggered the trade, and then started coming down. So ideally, I'm sorry James, totally forgot to do that. Let's go streaming. There we go. Let me start it again. There we go. Thanks James. I woke up feeling under the weather today, so yeah, but the work has to be done. Okay, so as I started talking about this trade, it was posted on the 16th, and we were around this level when it was posted, and price eventually came down and then shot up into our level, into our zone, and then stop orders triggered all the way down. And I don't think I posted, or rather I updated any of this until I posted the 123 around, I'm not sure if it was midnight. So some of the traders that had been following my strategy to, or rather my risk management to the brim, got out at 1 which is pretty awesome, pretty fantastic. Keep doing that. And then once we got to 123, I posted the response at around 124. But if you got at 123, you're actually a better, more disciplined trader than I can be. So you got at 123, adjusted your stop to entry, and then yesterday it eventually hit 126. So you would probably adjusted your stop to 125, and then not 125, 123. Sorry about that, but close to 25% of the trade, and then eventually got kicked out at this level. And because this is still a valid zone, price got back up to it. I didn't post this trade. If any of you watch that YouTube trade setup ideas, probably somebody could have got in and took some beautiful positions there. So that's what happened with this trade. And I'm still working out our partials levels. So with the partials levels, because of let me just open it quickly here. I'm just going to share something with you that I posted in the group, which is pretty awesome. Let's go. There we go. Let me just drag it here quickly. So I posted this. This is until last week Friday, by the way. So it doesn't include any of this week's trades. And this is basically how we I'll be showing you guys how to harness and sharpen your trading. For example, when you start looking at these stats, I mean, we've been hitting pretty good win rate, 82%, and that's like very good. And profit, 72% out of 60 trades. So when you start looking at something like this, you start realizing that, listen, Euro Swiss franc, out of 3 trades, 100% loss. The first win was this week, actually. So we still need around 100 trades to actually have this, give a better overview. And then AUD, NZD, like literally 1-0. NZD, CAD 0, UCAD 0, GBP, JPY 0. So you start removing all those trades that don't benefit you, and then you start looking at focusing on the trades that actually give you the most returns. Gold, CAD Swiss franc, CAD JPY, GU, GCH, AUCAD, EA, AU. So once you start doing that, and then you start taking all the parcels out, that's actually what I'll be doing this coming weekend and posting it as well. Then you'll realize that all these pairs behave differently, and how you perceive them, how you look at them, will be very different as well. So we will be taking a look at some of the trades. Say, for example, gold. If you do see that our average RR on gold is around 1 to 10, then we know for a fact that, listen, gold, we don't use the 50% at 1R, and we also don't adjust our RRs at a specific level. So that's where now we become very smart, and that's where this also comes into play. Let me just drop it on our screen quickly. So we'll start allocating which partial level to take for which pair. So once we have that sorted, and then you also have it on lock, then all I need to do, guys, it's literally just show you guys the entry and the stop, and then you manage it and maximize or trade as optimal as you can. So that's what's coming, and well, I'll be sharing that for free, of course. And yeah, that's the beauty of what we're doing. Okay, I hope that made sense. Any questions, guys, just drop it on the chat site, and let's get those pips. Okay, UCAD is another position that we posted yesterday. This one went ballistic. So this is a typical example of why we don't do stops, because ideally, like previously mentioned, you're gonna get an alert closer to this area, and then you need to wait for price to get into this level and then stop order. But price literally just went ballistic. So somebody asked yesterday, how do you actually know when to actually use the stop? For example, in this candle, you could have gotten a 1 minute push down, and I mean that would have triggered you in and then kicked you out immediately. But how you determine that? I mean, look at this massive candle. Whew. Yeah. Anyway, so with that said, you're on your 1 hour charts, and you got a nice entry position, and then you put an alert right before price. You've got your nice entries already inputted on your chart. You're already prepped for just the execution. And then and you know, usual execution for now still 1 to 3, 1 to 5, 1 to 8, 1 to 10 and over. So once you get there, your alarm triggers, then you start switching down to the 15, and then switch down to the 5. So 15 and 5, either or. And then now you start watching your candle closes. So this is when you're really focusing on the candle close on the 5 and the 1, or 5 and 15. And then once your candles start dropping or start giving you lower lows, then that's when you start prepping a stop. Then you get in that level. Sometimes it's a bit too much work because you're trying to be perfect. But yeah, some people, once price gets into this level, just put a stop order and then wait for it to tank. So eventually, guys, you'll get to a point where, I mean, even if price gets to this level and doesn't touch your zone, and you can see the behavior and how it starts dropping down, you enter and then let it go down with you. So that's a bit of knowledge shared this morning. So UCAD went ballistic. We missed that one. Okay. And then Let's see. UJ. Let me just close this for now. Close that. Actually, let me just drag it to the other screen. There we go. So UJ didn't even get to our zone. This was also a bit way too far to trigger us. Guys who love trading with big stops, they would have entered this trade, but for me it was a bit too much, and we're probably gonna get in with this candle. It's like 30 pips from my entry, so that was not on. And what else? I think that's about it from yesterday. Gold continued going down, and it's been playing in this area, so waiting for a nice entry, and then we'll see how it goes. Okay, let's see what we've got today. Okay, so we've got around 16 pairs that we're looking at, guys. There's a lot of beauty today. Actually, before we continue, let's just take a look at what James asked us the other day. Can you guys give me like 2 seconds? Okay, there we go. Back at it again. Yeah. So I shared this pair yesterday, and I actually don't know who got this, but it looks like Justin got this, and he's pretty good right now, smiling. And I don't know how far it is. Oh, it already hit 1-2. It actually hit a 1-7, 1-6. So this is not one of those pairs we can move our stop to entry as yet. We'll wait for it to hit a 1-2. But if you are risk averse, you can drop it down to 1-2, 1-1. And our next target would be 1-. Let's just put it to here. This is where our next target is, and that's what we're looking at. So yeah, that's where we are. Let's take a look at what's next here, and also let me update this pair. But because it's a Friday, guys, we can actually adjust this pair right now. Move stop to entry, so we can see if we can take advantage of the other pairs. There we go. Okay, so you can move stop to entry, close a bit of it. Always take partials. 25% ideal because we are moving stop quite early. So yeah, that's where we are, guys. Any questions on GA? Drop them on the side there. Let's have a chat about it. Okay. let me update the group and see what we've got here. I'm not sure if I posted this on the other channel. I doubt it. Yep, this was not posted. But in the free one it was. So GBP AUD, it's in the wind. Adjust stop to entry. So you either take your partial now or wait for the 1 to 3. It's up to you guys. It's up to you. Okay. Yeah, let's check out the next pair. Out of the 16, I'm probably going to share 4 or 3. GN. Okay, so Ixa says we must check GN and NZD. I think I actually have both those here, GN, and then I don't have NZD JPY, so I probably didn't. Oh, I do actually. Here we go. Those are the ones I posted on the group as well on the channel yesterday. That we've got some good moves coming from NZD. What else do you guys want me to check? What else do you guys want me to check, guys? Just drop it in the comment and then let's move forward. Remember, guys, we are trying to... This is not pre-recorded or anything like that, but we're trying to work forward. We're trying to forward test, not back test. There's no replay here. We're just moving forward and seeing what the market gives us, and then we'll take it from there. So it's just the GN and NZD. Okay. GN, let's start with GN. I have it here. There we go, GN. So GN, yesterday I was looking at this level. Let me just show you quickly. I was looking at this level, entry, and then drop it down all the way down here. Actually no, looking at this level. I'm sorry about that. I was looking at the bigger time frame. That's why there's this. Let me just make it slightly bigger and then move it so we can try see if we can get something nice out of it. There we go. And then 4 hours, get closer to price. So this is what I saw. I think we're gonna get a very nice move out of this. We just need to try and not be too early. If we're too early, we're gonna get bitten. There's also something in the short term forming here, which is, oh guys, by the way, this is one thing I wanted to mention about our bootcamp. Where is it? What I was sharing with you now about where you decide to take your partials and how you manage your trade and moving forward. Also show you guys that, listen, trading is supposed to be about you, about how you manage risk, your schedule, what are you doing in the day, and what are you targeting your capital that you're trading with and moving forward. I mean, if you are okay with making $5,000 a month and it requires you to take only gold trades or to take 5 trades, then that's it. So once you get your optimal trade route, your optimal trade point, then you know that, listen, out of say 16 pairs that you're trading daily, you can only trade 3 based on the analysis that you would have done, how you trade the 3, how you manage the 3, the average RR. And remember now, I can hit 1 to 20, you can hit 1 to 6, you can hit 1 to 3. And you see, so we're trying to make sure that it's about you, and that's what we focused on. There we go. So this is where we're trying to find an entry. We see something happening here. So there's a bit of liquidity forming in this level. Sorry about that. There's some liquidity forming at this level. There was here. It was just taken out just now. So looking at a nice tank all the way down. So there we go. I'm gonna switch down to the 1 hour. I'm not gonna use this current candle with the massive wick. I'm gonna use this one, and then I'm gonna also drop down to the 5 and see if we can get a good let me just move these ones at the bottom. These are from an old trade. Shucks, probably moves all the way back. Oh, there we go. And we actually didn't even get in that trade. We could have gotten into that trade around this level here, but yeah, we didn't. And would have gotten a nice 1 to 5, 1 to 4, but we didn't. So that's a trade that's, yeah, we lost, or that we didn't even get into. There we go. So focusing on the current one, there's the trade, there's the entry. It's actually at the current price we would want to enter. I'm just going to check out the pips on this stop loss. 24. That's a bit way too big for my liking. But we're looking at something like that. There we go. So if you were to trade in this small range here, you would probably be somewhere at 1 to 4. And then now, as we keep refining and looking at the 5-minute chart, 5-minute time frame, you see some beautiful things happening here. You also see some beautiful mist stuff inside there. So we can look at this position, and alternatively, this is more of a patient trade. We can look at it breaking that on first. There we go. So we can look at that one first, focusing on this candle right here. So we've got 2 trades here. I would probably take the current one. We're already green for the week, so we wouldn't be losing much if we lost it. And if we did lose it, we would catch the one at the top. So we're looking at these two for this pair. So get in probably now with the stop. Let me just put the price points here quickly. This one, the target is 1 to 4. So if you want to actually get in a better one, you'd be having an entry just above. So we're looking at this position for GN, targeting these levels, and of course partials 1 to 3, 1 to 5, 1 to 8. Yeah, so I'm actually gonna have a, let's just see how far it is from entry. 8 pips from entry. Okay, so that's what we have. It's about to get into entry. If you're already in, that's fine, just have a nice stop. If not, start preparing to enter right now, and then yeah, let's take the trade. There we go. GN. Don't mind me, guys. I'm also prepping an entry. Remember, risk is very important. Stop is at 1.99139. Entries at 199.043. And remember your TP is 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 5, 1 to 8, 1 to 10. So there we go. Also in the trade right now. $15 minutes to London Open, so we're probably gonna get some nice push here. So we're gonna put an alert right above our stop, and then an alert at our first TP, which is at 1 to 3 right here, and then we'll come and watch what price is doing at those levels. So yeah, let's see how this trade plays out. What other pair should I look at, guys? Okay, so it's trade 1. Entry it's at 1.99043. SL it's at 1.99139, and then TP we're going all the way down to 1.9797. Okay. There we go. $97,075. There we go. I'm a bit slow today, but yeah. GCH. Okay. Let's see what GBPCHF has in store for us. Okay, do I even have it here? Oh, yes, I do. But we already did a GN. Let's look for another pair. Can you guys drop another pair that we can shortly look at? I'm just going to add this as well whilst we wait for a second pair to look at. Trade 2 entries at 1.99426. SL it's at 1.99598. TP is the same, 1.97075. There we go. That's where we are. I see Ixa really wants those JPY trades. Okay, let's just take a look at one JPY trade. Yeah, GA Marco. GA is already gone. I think We just adjusted it right now. Yeah, it's in the wind. It's really in the wind. We should be hitting 123 soon. It just turned at 121.8. So yeah. AJ, I don't know. Okay, let's do it. There's the AJ right there. Okay, so what was I looking at with AJ? Oh, I was looking at a buy. There we go. I'm looking at a buy, and there's just these levels here that I'm just concerned about. But I'm still looking at a buy. And there's like different positions to go for it. So we could look at a buy from this level, and we could look at another buy because there's this imbalance here that's gonna get filled soon. And then we could look at a buy from this level as well. It just goes to our risk appetite and how we would want to approach it. Guys, don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, there we go. And then we're gonna switch down to the 1 hour. Let's look at the nearest one first, and then if it does fail, we'll look at the next entry. This one here. Okay. Took out all this liquidity that's laying there, and then left us with that nice piece of entry if we get it. And then I'm gonna switch back now to zoom into this price. So looking at an entry around this level. So there we go with the AJ. Let's see how we're gonna take advantage of this trade. So this would be the first trade, and then the usual 1, 2, 3. And based on my history, of course, which is what I was trying to show you guys, AJ positions have been 100%, but only posted 1. And then GA 100%, only posted 1. So yeah, we will see how these work out. There we go. I'm also gonna put an alert next to this level to start prepping for a good entry. What else do you guys have for me? Let's look for a JPY position that's probably very close to entry. This one, guys, like I said, I'm only sharing 3 trades, 4 at most. But if you watched what we just did with AJ, you will see it with all the JPY pairs, and we're just waiting for a beautiful entry and how we can take that position. And there's like ample space to have a beautiful entry. Okay, so what else do you guys want me to look at? Drop a pair, drop an Indus. Let's look at James' favorite. Okay, I don't know which one we did. I don't know if I said it was US 100. Yeah, probably this one. So everybody else in the premium channel is going to get all these ideas in the next couple of minutes during the London Open. And yeah, this was a nice. So price is also going to be coming down soon. But somebody was telling me I actually need to look at but it is the same thing, NAS 100. Am I not looking at the same thing? It looked like it's the same thing. Probably is the same thing. Okay, so with this one, So this is also me, like I posted the disclaimer the other day. This is me trying to see if I could be able to trade this, and if it would be able to work out, and then we'll see how far that goes. But so far it looks like everything is going well. So here's another Nasdaq nugget based on the short-term frame, right? Okay. You can still go as far as this, closing that imbalance at the bottom. Have something along these ranges. If you want to get in at the bottom, that'll be okay, or you wait for it to swing up first and then trigger you in if it hasn't done that already, because you can see this candle here did that nice push up but didn't grab any of the liquidity at the top, so you'd want it to be grabbed first. So yeah, wait for it to go up, grab all this liquidity in this area here, and then dive in from there in this area here, and then dive in from there. Okay, so I'm gonna post this one as well. That's a free one. It's a nice little free nugget. There we go. There we go. So let's see if this will be caught. I'm also gonna leave it in the group here. And my disclaimer. Entry is at 14229.3. SL it's at 14210.8, and then TPU looking at 13700.7. And I remember now with this trade, like I just said, or with all of our trades, 1 to 3, 1 to 5, 1 to 8, 1 to 10. If you don't understand what that means, just drop us an inbox or something like that, so we can see what's happening there and try to get you to understand. Okay. Any questions, guys? What do you guys want to know? What do you guys want to look at? And yeah. If not, let's start the day. Let's look at what the markets have in store for us today. Try to get some pips. And I'll be posting everything else in the premium shortly. So any questions, guys, before we end the stream, please feel free to drop the question here. I'll be holding, I'll be waiting to see if anybody does send something. And then we'll take it from there. Any questions, guys? We are ending the stream just now. Anything that you guys might have whilst rewatching the stream, just drop a comment, drop me an inbox or anything like that. And then, yeah, we'll take a watch. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your day, guys. London Open.